Hello everybody, my name is Paul and I'm currently building a Warhammer 40k Ultramarines dreadnought for the 2013 carnivals. I've been trying to make some voiceovers for it so it can say things and do things and special effects. I would like to show you these today so you can hear them and see what you think. Now this is my thread, if you haven't already seen it. It's on the Daka website or forum, and you look for Warhammer 40,000 Dreadnought costume build, and that's me there, plug, as you can see on the right. I'll bring it over so you can see it. This is my widescreen. There we are, look. Plug here. That's me. So if you'd like to follow my thread, you're more than welcome. Now, let's just get this up, see? I've got it on my mobile phone. Now the idea is that it's going to be run through my mobile phone through 10 speakers. There's going to be 8 on the side of the weapon arms on the missile launcher. I'll get it up so you can see what I'm talking about here. Right, I'll move the camera over. Right here, there's where the missiles would be. Now, there's going to be 8 speakers there, which are going to act as the missile heads, so it hides it in the costume. And you've got the assault cannon here on the left. Now, there's going to be 2 speakers hidden in there. Now, these speakers are going to have extra bass, so it should make it sound, if you're stood on that side of the costume, a bit more bassy when the machine gun goes off, if you like, or the assault cannon. Up here, you see this section here. I'm thinking about putting a speaker in there. Going to put a light in there, which is more like a try and make a spotlight, so it spotlights the crowd. So if you're in the spotlight, you're going to get it from the assault cannon. That's the general plan. I'm into crowd sort of interaction, so the crowd get involved in what I do. I don't just walk along like some people in the carnival. I like to try and get involved with the carnival. Hence some of the lines you'll hear in a minute from the costume, from the dreadnought. I'll be standing inside the dreadnought. See if I can get you a picture a bit better. That there is the actual design. So I'm actually inside it, as you can see. The problem with the dreadnought in costume is that it's got wide legs. Now, obviously, being humans, we find it difficult to stand like that. We haven't got sort of 4-foot hips. So the idea is to make my legs to the inner side, as you can see here, and so I build it outwards like that. So it makes me look like I've got a wider spacing on the... there's one problem here with the actual hoses that go through here, but I may or may not have them, or I might have 1 or 2 coming from the back, so it looks like it's in the middle, but it's not. A bit of an illusion, but we'll see. The side legs here will be attached to my hips, and it will come down here so it joins on with the rest, so it looks like one thick leg. So I am actually wider than what I actually am. Alright, up here is this section here is what actually joins the weapon arm, so I can actually move it up and down if I want to. And we don't need to move it quite that much in the carnival, so it won't be moving, but the option is there if I want to use it. The mobile phone will be in front of me here, so I can control it at all times, and obviously I'm looking at the eye slits here at the top. There will be lights on this one, because as you have illuminated carnival, you have to actually be seen at night as well as look good at the daytime for your extra points. The lights at the moment, I'm assuming they're going to be in here, because as you look at the dreadnought at the top of the page here, right actually here, they've got lights in through here. Sort of debating at the moment with the bullet hole, the actual the hose here, which are the drill hose for putting the plates on. I'm thinking of having them as lights, so they'll be lit, so you'll see the drill holes more, so it gives it a bit more shape at the night time. And around here, around the actual cockpit, or the pilot seat if you like, in here, and also here. Obviously the spotlight I've already spoken about. This is quite interesting. I've been into the model shop and I can run the assault cannon through a variable speed electric car motor, so it's light and it can run it at about, I can run it at, well, what revolutions I like really, about 60 to 70 RPMs, revs per minute, around there, so it will spin around. And my idea is to block off the barrels that won't be shooting at that time, which will be here. So as it spins around, you'll see the flickering of the red light coming from here if it's facing you. And along the barrel here, there will be lights, so at night time you can see it spinning around. So it should spin like that, and people will see that the gun is firing, and they'll obviously hear the special effects from the gun. Right, let's get on with the I'll show you some of the sounds that I've made myself, and see what you think of them, and if you can give me any tips. But more importantly, if you'd like to give me some more ideas on the lines that I can say to add to the actual dreadnought speech. So this is your opportunity to add to the costume. Right, we'll start off with the assault cannon effects that I've got at the moment. This can also be added to, but this is a long burst from the assault cannon. Now what I also thought is when the assault cannon has the long burst, it can have a short burst, but the thing has to reload, so here we are. I think it's a 50 cal machine gun of Second World War, I think, something like that. But they don't sound quite the same, but the reloading effect I thought was quite good. This is the assault cannon. This is a proper, like a minigun shooting, but in two bursts. So I've got the minigun as well. So I think that's a modern day attack helicopter firing its minigun, but that sounded quite nice. So I thought I'd have it on there. Now this one is my personal favourite of the assault cannon. This is the one with the roaring of the bass in the background, which is quite good. I do like that one. Now we're going to the rockets now. There was one rocket that one of the fellas on the forum here said me to get, so I'm going to get that one. I've not got that one quite yet, but I'll get it. But this one here I don't think is that good, but I'll let you hear it. This is the rockets. Well, it's the same rocket, but same thing, firing 3 times, just repeated. I think that's. But this one here is a good one. This is a one long rocket. One long rocket. Well, that one obviously missed its target, so I've got another one that fires and it actually explodes and hits the target. So here we are. Right, obviously those ones are the firing effects at the moment. Now, I've in the carnival, I would like to have a quick quote and then a shoot afterwards. So these are quick quotes with firing in between. So here we are. Here's one. It's the first one.
Purge the unclean, leave none standing.
Then you would fire the assault cannon or the rocket launcher, whichever I deem fit at the time. Here's another one.
Fall before the Emperor's chosen.
Obviously you can hear, this is my personal thing that I've done, is the breathing. I thought because the Space Marine inside is mortally wounded, his breathing's quite heavy, if he is alive at all. But the one in the dreadnought that I've got is actually slightly alive. You know, He might have his sort of arms and legs chopped off so he can fit inside the thing, but he's still breathing. Here's another one. Quick fire.
Savor your last breath as you fall before my fury.
I quite like that one. This is a nice quick one. Quick quote. And shoot.
Eat titanium.
Well, I'm not sure if they actually fire titanium rounds, but since it's the 41st millennium, why not? It sounds a little bit better than eat lead, because that's more of an old saying, so I thought I'd say that. Now, these are long quotes with gunfire. The first one is hostile forces. This is to do with the crowd, so known as the crowd are the hostile forces. So the crowd are going to get some of this.
Hostile forces sighted. Engaging the enemy. They shall feel the Emperor's will.
And here's another one. This is for sensors detecting them.
Sensors detect hostile forces. Heresy will not go unpunished. Proceed with extreme measures. Assault cannon activated.
Then you would fire one of the assault cannon special effects. Here's multiple infantry, or multiple targets.
Multiple enemy hostiles detected. Extreme measures authorized. Assault cannon online.
Again, you would fire the special effects. Now, to not leave the orcs out, you always got to have the orcs in it. So here we are. Here's one for the orcs.
Hostile orc horde spotted. Bringing assault cannon online. Eat titanium. Green skins.
And the green skins get a little bit of titanium. Now these are for tanks. This is over here, tank spotted.
Enemy tank spotted. They shall feel my righteous fury. Bringing rocket launchers online.
So the idea of actually telling, saying bringing rocket launchers online or the assault cannon online is so the people in the carnival actually know what is going on. Because if you're just walking down the street shooting and firing rockets, you don't get much effect from the crowd. They don't know what's happening. But I know the actual probably dreadnought, if it was around, wouldn't say anything like that. It would be all inside the pilot's seat, talking to the command ship and whatever. But you know, the crowd need to know, and they're going to know about it. This is when I've blown away the targets and I want to move on to a new location, i.e. move on up the carnival.
Targets eliminated. Roger that command. Moving to sector 410. Dreadnought out.
Right, now these are quotes without any firing effects or shooting at the crowd or anybody like that. It's just something that I can say. If the carnival is stationary, it stops sometimes, or if there's people around and we're not actually in the carnival. These are just like quotes from the 40k world, or some of them that I've made up. Here we are.
I am the vessel of our Emperor's will. None shall stand before my righteous fury. All hail the Emperor.
That was quite a long one. Here is another shorter one.
All hail the Emperor.
And this is one of the quotes that one of the guys kindly gave me on the forum. I can't remember his name, but this is one for you. You might recognise it.
Even in death, I still serve.
This is one that I made up, which is on one, I think it's the Space Marine, the movie, I believe. Here we go. I changed it around a bit, it's not exactly what it says, but it's similar.
We are steel. We are doom. We are more than mortal. We are the Ultra-Marines, the Adeptus Astartes of the 41st millennium. We have no fear.
That one is quite good. That's one of my favourites. I don't know what you think about that, but I quite like that one. Here's another quick quote. Another quick one.
While I still stand and draw breath, the Emperor's will shall be done.
Even though my pilot, the entombed one inside the dreadnought, he's still breathing to a degree, but not very well. Sounds like he's been smoking like 60 fags a day, but there we are. Right, here's another quote. Here's one for Chaos.
I send chaos back to the warp and bring truth and justice to this planet.
Right, here's one. This is a quite good one that I made up. It's when you're facing the crowd and you want to mug them off, if you like, give them a bit of grief. Here we go.
There is no dishonor in trembling in fear at the sight of the likes of me.
Little bit arrogant, I suppose, but the Space Marines are a little bit like that, aren't they? Here we are. Now this one here is the health and safety ones. This is like crowd control and keeping the crowd back, or telling the floats not to get too close to me. So give me a bit of space. Here we are.
For health and safety reasons, please keep to a minimum safe distance. Ultra-Marines Dreadnought out.
This or if people are a little bit too close to me, or I want to get some space so I can walk through, or I'm blocked off, or anything like that. This is another quote.
For health and safety reasons, please stand clear of the dreadnought.
If people are coming around looking, because the dreadnought is quite wide, and I'm only looking at the front slit, I can't see what's to the side of me or to the rear, of course. That's obviously might be an issue, but depending on what people are like these days, they like to fiddle with things, don't they? Right, this is the dreadnought breathing without any speech at all. Here we are. That was the breathing. Now, in the carnival, I'm entering the walking pairs with my girlfriend, and she's going to be carrying a bucket, which is for charity, where the crowd put money in the bucket to, for charity. So I've thought of an idea. The dreadnought actually stands behind my girlfriend and not really threatens the crowd, but gives them an order. You'll get the idea.
Please give generously. It is the Emperor's will.
I thought that was quite good. Now, these ones are interaction with the 3 children that I'll have with me. They're entered in a separate group in the carnival, but because they're children, they have to join the adults because they can't go walking on their own. So they'll be joining me, and if you look at this section here again, try and get it up closer. Just get that up for you so you can see. Yeah, so they can't walk on their own. So the idea is that I am the veteran sergeant who is outranking the Space Marines, so he gives the command from this command ship and tells them what to do in the carnival, and the kids quite like the idea. So I'm not sure if you can quite see it, but this is sort of the layout and the size of what we're looking at. Obviously my girlfriend's quite tall, so she's 5'4", I believe. So she's about that tall, and the kids around about the same height. I've got an 11-year-old here, which is Daisy. She's a bit taller than the other 2 8-year-olds, so she's going to be the big Devastator Marine. I might change the weapon to a las cannon or some form of missile launcher weapon. I don't know yet, but we'll see. I'm obviously in the dreadnought. Right, this is the commands to the Space Marines in the Carnival, so they can advance and retreat and defend and all sorts of stuff. So this is the command which the commands that the dreadnought gives to the Space Marines.
Space Marines, advance on the enemy. Take out those positions. It is the Emperor's will. All hail the Emperor.
Okay, we've been attacked by forces of evil, if you like, and this is what they've got to do.
Incoming hostile forces detected. Space Marines, please adapt defensive positions. Stand clear of forward weaponry.
This is where we've been overburdened by a lot of orcs or something like that, and we got to retreat.
Space Marines, retreat to my position. We shall hold the heretics here. All hail the Emperor.
Okay, if I want my kids to follow me, this is what happens.
Space Marines, follow me. I shall lead you to victory.
And this is quite a good one I made up myself. This is for assaulting and charging and running. You know what kids like for running around, so this is their opportunity to run.
Space Marines, assault with me into the breach. We shall have victory this day. Show heresy and chaos no mercy. Charge!
And then we all run at the crowd and scare the living daylights out of them. Oh, that's the plan anyway. As you walk around in the carnival, there's judges at certain points of the carnival, like at roundabouts and T-junctions and such like. They mark down on things like appearance, special effects, lighting on your costumes, interaction with the crowd. You get points for each of those contexts. So I thought of trying to get something in all of them. So with all this, it should give high marks in the carnival. I'm going to quite a few carnivals, and the last one I will do will be the Bridgewater, because that's absolutely massive. It's one of the biggest in the world, or is the biggest illuminated carnival in the world, not the biggest carnival. So it is. I went last year for the first time, and it is absolutely amazing. If you do get a chance to go to this carnival, you need to go. You want to go and see it. But it is brilliant. The floats are. They must spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds and thousands of pounds on these floats. So it is good. But you can see some of it, like a preview of it all on the internet. If you just put in Bridgewater Carnival, and you'll see what I'm talking about. That's me for now. This is Plug, or Paul Lug, signing off, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.